Hey everyone, it's technology expert Burton Kelso here with another tech tip to help you get the most out of the technology in your life. Today we're talking about how to automatically back up your stuff in quotes or in parentheses so you don't lose it forever. Now, usually a good time to back up your stuff is this week, which it is World Backup Day with the slogan, "Don't be an April Fool. Be prepared, back up your files on March 31st." Why? Well, there are a number of things that can cause you to lose your files. You can have device failure, you can become a victim of a ransomware attack, and you can become a victim of a device failure and your devices can get lost. Meaning that if you don't have your data backed up, you lose out permanently. Now, you don't want to be in this position, guy frustrated, upset because you've lost all your stuff. So you've got to back up on a regular basis, and it doesn't matter what you have. You have a smartphone, you can have, I'm like moving stuff around. You can have a tablet. I know this is an iPad, but it's a tablet. Also, if you have a desktop computer, which I'm on, or a laptop, you need to back up your stuff on a fairly regular basis, and you need to make sure that it's done automatically. Because if you are a mobile user, like most of us are, because we carry around these devices, you want to make sure that your backups are running all the time. So, what does it take as far as backups is concerned? Now, you can use the old school method of backing up your files, which is an external hard drive. And believe it or not, I've got one with me, an external hard drive. Now, if you have a desktop computer, it's a good chance that you can probably just plug this in and use one of the tools associated with your Windows or Macintosh computer to back up your stuff automatically. Now, if you are a laptop user or a smartphone or a tablet user, you're not going to back up your stuff automatically, especially if you're carrying around one of these ancient devices. Now, let's think of a scenario. You're on the road, you're moving, you're shaking, you get to your favorite coffee shop, library, or mobile place to work, and you open up your laptop. What's the first thing you're going to do? Are you going to open up that laptop and go, oh my goodness, I need to plug in my external hard drive? That ain't gonna happen because if you're working, you're just gonna open this baby up and you're going to just go to work. So it's not feasible to use an external hard drive as far as your devices are concerned because they get lost. A lot of times when I go and visit people when they have their external hard drives, they're sitting in the drawer right next to them. And obviously that's not doing any good when it's not hooked up to a computer. So it's time to kind of get out of that mindset that I need an external hard drive to back up my stuff. Now, your best option as far as automatic backups are concerned are the cloud. Cloud is automatic. It's just someone else's computer that you're paying money to store data on. Now, the cloud works in two different ways. You've got cloud storage and you've got cloud backup. Now, what's the difference? Now, your cloud storage is designed so that you can access your files from anywhere in the world. So if you have an iCloud account, if you have a OneDrive account, or even if you have Google Drive account, those are considered cloud storage accounts. Now it's true that you can utilize these accounts to automatically back up your files, but unfortunately, there is no redundancy, meaning that if one set of those files gets lost of your cloud backup, other than pulling them out from the recycle bin as on your cloud account, there's no way of getting those files back. Services like Backblaze, Carbonite, and CrashPlan allow you to back up your items automatically and have multiple backups of those files, which is what you want because in instances of OneDrive, yes, Microsoft or yes, Apple may have their information stored on multiple servers across the globe using those products. But again, there is only one backup. And unfortunately, in the backup world, there can be only one, not really, because you want to have at least three. So the saying should be there can only be three, and that's three forms of items that you want to back up. You want to at least save a copy to a flash drive, and that means you just want to make sure that you have a copy of your most important files on a flash drive in a worst case scenario. Also, that means that maybe you want to get in the habit of once in a while that you're backing up stuff to your external hard drive. But in reality, you want to make sure that your information is being stored to the cloud, and if you can, to a cloud backup service which has multiple backups of your files. So if January 5th files get wiped out for some reason, you can go to January 4th and restore those files. The online cloud backup services that I mentioned and more usually keep about 30 days worth of your backup online, allowing you to access multiple copies of your files rather than a cloud storage solution that will allow you to only access one set of backup files. Now, understand that most cloud services are going to cost, I won't say a pretty penny. Most services are expensive, but I think there are people that are still in the internet age that think that if it's on the internet, it should be free, and that's not the case. So, you can still use your external hard drive to back up items, but only on desktop computers, such as a Windows computer and a Mac computer. And believe it or not, these items still come with backup services that you can automatically set to back up your files. So if you have a stationary Mac or Windows computers, there are solutions for you to back up those items automatically. Now, for my Mac friends, Time Machine is the premier automatic backup service for Macs. The great thing about Time Machine is that it allows you to have multiple backups of your files. And one of the greatest things about Time Machine is that it will allow you to restore from any backup that you've done for as long as you backed up your information with Time Machine. But you can also use Time Machine to restore your information to a new computer, which makes it pretty simple. Now, for us Windows users, I shouldn't say us because I'm technology fluid as far as my technology use. Android, iPhone, iPad, MacBook, Windows computer, you name it, I can work on it. And I use them too. Not every day, but every now and then. Now, with Windows, you've got file history as far as a backup solution for Windows-based computers. Now I know it's got the Windows 7 down here, but on Windows 11, which I can actually show you, you can back up your stuff using an external hard drive. It's pretty darn simple. Once I pull up, not Task Manager, but once I pull up File Manager, I've got to find it. I hate that when I've got to look for it. So let me click on search and I will type up file history and show you basically how it works. Give me a second here. I found file history. We have it open. Let's switch screens. There's file history. Currently file history is off. Once you stick an external hard drive in file history, your computer will find it, and I will attempt to do so here in a second, and it will ask you to back up your stuff. Now the limitations with Windows file history is that it only backs up your immediate folders, such as desktop, pictures, music, etc., etc. Took me a second to plug that drive in, but here we go. There is file history. And this just basically shows you the files that are on the external. If I were to click on, then it would allow me to utilize that information. Now this drive is saying that it's damaged. Simply not the case. So we will move on. But once the drive appears, then you can use file history to automatically back up your Windows stuff. Pretty darn simple. But again, this solution should only be used if you are utilizing a desktop computer, not a laptop computer. Again, you want to go to a cloud service to back up that information. Now, in honor of World Backup Day, some of the other things that you should consider backing up, if I can show them, would be your social media accounts. I know that sounds stupid, but usually once a year on World Backup Day, you want to go through and back up your social media accounts. Social media accounts are under threat of being hacked, and if you lose access to one of your social media accounts, you want to be able to at least have all of those precious memories from your social media accounts. Normally, if you go to settings in any social media platform, it gives you the option to download those files onto your computer. Same thing with gaming systems, not something that you can set up to automatically back up, just like your social media that you can't set up to back up. You want to be able to, at least on World Backup Day, back up your gaming systems to ensure that if one of your gaming systems fails, you've got access to those saved games so you can pick up where you left off if you have to start over from scratch with a new gaming system. So, with that said, don't be an April Fool. Make sure that you are configuring the items that you can use to automatically back up your important files. Automatic backup works with cloud-based services and backup services whenever your device, meaning your smartphone, tablet, or computer, is connected to the internet. If there is a file change, an automatic backup will instantaneously back that file up to the cloud. That way you have peace of mind that you've got all your documents. So if you have questions, comments, leave them in the comment section below. Would love to hear from you to find out how I can help you back up your stuff so that you don't become an April Fool. And as always, make sure that, I love putting this up here. Make sure that if you like this video, be sure to like, subscribe, comment, and share it to make sure that your friends who struggle with technology can get some help on understanding how the tech and their life can work so that it can better their lives. And speaking of which, my whole goal with these videos is to make sure that you are opened up to a whole new world of ideas and technology that can help transform your life. I love technology. I've read all the manuals and I'm serious about making technology fun, safe, and easy to use for everyone. So take care of yourself and do many things to make you smile. Ooh, man, I'm getting ahead of myself. Isn't that crazy? So let's do that again. Take care of yourself and do many things to make you smile. And thanks for watching.